Welcome back to another video. This is a trade recap for this video, and today I'm going over the 7RR trade that I hit. Today's date is January the 26th, so let me get straight into the recap. So if I just make this small, I can actually do it. Right. So this is the trade I hit. It was a IPL plus sweep plus SMTs with ES right here, as you can see. A lot of people, which I'll first of all talk about, a lot of people said to me that I got a message saying, "Oh, is this an FBOSS or is it not a low time frame order flow shift right here?" This for me, I don't count as valid. First of all, the way price moved like this, I don't count that as a very valid form of break. And secondly, I don't count this as an IPL due to there being no inducement. So if we broke this, and I mean even because of how the market moved here, but if we moved down, created inducement, it would be more valid of a point to take a trade off. But because the way it broke and because there was no inducement, I did not count this as an IPL, which is why for me this was the last break, and it also had all of this inducement here and here. So actually looking at why I took the trade, we've taken this external week down here, and now we've got this high time frame external week up. Well, I say high time frame, it's more of a mid time frame because we're coming up to this the last mid time frame break here. Even though on the 15-minute we have actually had an order flow shift, I like to be 100% sure with the 1 hour. So we've actually got this mid time frame, and I focus a lot more on mid time frame on NQ, I've realized, than high time frame. Yes, high time frame is important, but intraday mid time frame for me is the most important. So as you can see, we had this break on the 1 hour, it shows, and even more valid on the 30-minute and the 15-minute. So this was the last break. So what happened then, we came down. This was an IPL for me, and this is a previous IPL as well. We sweep both of them and fail to break both of them, which then gave me this external week mid-time frame high. Once I'd seen that, what I then did was hop down onto the 5-minute, and as you can see, I marked out my points of interest, so my break and my IPL, and it was 9:50. At 9:50 we sweep this, and I get a very nice rejection candle, really good price delivery here, and I got SMTs with ES, as you can see over here. As you can see here, we swept one of them and we didn't sweep this one. Once I'd seen that, I entered off this rejection candle, and my stop loss would be, so I do it from the low and then I add 60 pips, so it would be 63. However, the actual wick of the candle exceeded the 63, so what I'm testing is either 60 or 80 pips. So in this example, I would add 80 pips, so it's an extra 20 on top of the 60 to actually cover this, because sometimes what can happen is we can come up a bit, sweep, get a no close here for a double confirmation, and then start heading up. So I want to have that comfortability where I'm not just going to get tapped out if we sweep this again and then it goes up, which is why I added the extra 20. So that is kind of it. The one thing I do want to say about is, I think I could have done better on, I could have used my trailing system, which is on the 1 minute. So I'd be targeting the weak external high up here, as you can see, and that would have been an 11R. So my trailing system I use, that I've used on Forex as well, is I put once we've hit my actual TP, so this one right here, I'll put my stop loss all the way up to the last low. So here I would put a stop loss, and then it will probably put one here, and then I'd put one here. And as you can see, trading my stop loss all the way up to this external week, I would have bagged 11R over 7R. But it's something I still need to forward test, and this trade itself, I'll add it in as a forward test to start my data on it, because I don't know how it moves. And the difference is because I see on futures a lot that if we hit a target, it can react off that target very quickly and, like, for example, bounce down. So I may lose more than I would if I was like using a trading system, for example. So it's just something I need to start forward testing. And yeah, so that is the end of this video. As you can see, it was a very nice trade. Actually, my biggest trade on NQ so far, 7.01 risk to reward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. I hope it made sense for you and what I actually saw in the market. I feel very, very comfortable on NQ at the moment, even though I've been on it for probably about 2 weeks forward testing it. I do have some previous forward tests as well, but I just really like how it moves, how the system that I built on GBP USD, which is, I have nearly 200 forward tests on there. Like, it works so much better on futures that I've seen personally. And adding confluences like SMT like this, it just moves so well. And I like how the reason, like, I had a really low win rate on IPL plus sweep on GU, but on NQ it's gone so much higher. Like, it's sawn up. Is that the word? I don't know. It's gone a lot higher than it was. Um, and the reason for that, there is some logic behind it. Forex can get easily manipulated because it's uncentralized, but futures is centralized. So, for example, like liquidity sweeps like this, that you could call a liquidity sweep, but the way we class it is an internal protected structure, which it is. So either way, but it will sweep this, and there is liquidity, and then it just takes. Sorry, I will. So yeah, that's the main reasons I've been liking this a lot more. I just like just how the market moves. It's just so much better for me personally. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it made sense. There's going to be more videos coming. So yeah, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.